So this is the AJA IOXT. The IOXT has 2 Thunderbolt ports. And Thunderbolt, a lot of the other capture card manufacturers are building what's called endpoints. We are allowing you to do daisy chaining. And where daisy chaining is very important is you need to loop through devices. You can have up to 7 devices in all chained together. So that's your storage, your monitors, your capture cards. But where a lot of the other companies are building capture cards, they're only putting what's called a single port on. So that means it becomes an endpoint. It's got to be at the end of the chain and reduces the flexibility of what a device can do. So here we have HDSDI, you have HDMI 1.4. Here we have actually got 2 HDSDI ports, 444, to do all of the higher color space and work with all the higher rate cameras. You've got analog component, and you've got analog audio as well. And of course, 422 and a 12-volt power supply with the 2 Thunderbolt ports.
But you say that this is the only one with a loop through.
Indeed, because it has the loop through, you can come out of the monitor or the iMac here, you can go into the IOXT, and then you can go into your storage. And this allows you, maybe somebody to come into the edit suite and plug in some extra storage or an extra device. If you had an endpoint and you didn't have this daisy chaining feature, you'd come out of your monitor, you'd go into your storage, into your capture card, and that's the end of your chain. It's a very inflexible workflow with other capture cards. By having this unique 2 ports, it creates the best flexibility for everybody's workflow.
And how can it be that it's so difficult to do this?
It's not difficult to do 2 ports. It just takes very good engineering and a lot of time and planning. And one of the things that AJA has been very famous for is putting that engineering skill into all of our products.
Does that mean that there are no other kinds of items with this functionality?
The only other the items at the moment with this kind of functionality is your storage and other devices. Most of the devices that have to carry this 2 ports, because Thunderbolt is a 10 gig interconnector. It doesn't just carry the I/O information, it carries other information, so network information, and obviously it's very famous for having these DisplayPort monitors. It's the same kind of connector as DisplayPort, and you can connect another Thunderbolt monitor. So it has lots of other information which Apple makes sure that it comes down the connector. So many other protocols. So you have to be wary of just not your device, but other things in the chain. So by engineering a product to have this pass through means that you can look after all of the other items in the chain. So not just your information needed for your product.
And how do you see the future of Thunderbolt?
Well, Thunderbolt is kind of a paradigm shift. It's a 10 gig interconnector. So this is allows a lot of change and a lot of information. And a lot of people, you see how small this kind of device is, and you see how small my storage is. This used to be what used to be a very big edit suite. All of a sudden, I can start editing with a smaller iMac, a smaller laptop even. You know, people are going to be able to throw this in their briefcase, go to a set with their laptop, set up, and be able to work in a very flexible manner on set with only one cable, one cable tying everything together.
And what is the price of this product?
So the list price for the IOXT is $1,495 US.
And what is that in euro?
Roughly in euros with import tax works at about €1,400.